welcome back to Origin. I usually like to leave the me talking at the end of the show, but this week's episode is special. Remember how I keep telling you guys to go join our Patreon? Well, one of the rewards you get for being a member are bonus episodes each month. So to give you guys a taste of being a member, here's your first bonus episode for free. So sit back and enjoy a free Patreon bonus episode. And if you like it, join today at patreon.com/Origin Podcast to never miss a bonus episode. Any story involving time travel or time-altering events can be kind of confusing. To help, here are the key points to this story. It revolves around Joker's joke book, and it involves 4 different Batmans from 4 different time periods. Bruce Wayne is Batman, Dick Grayson is Batman, Damine Wayne is Batman, and Terry McGinnis as, you guessed it, Batman. Try to look at the story as a timeline, starting with when Bruce Wayne was Batman, ending with Terry McGinnis as Batman. I hope this helps. Enjoy the story. Our story begins in Professor Carter Nichols' lab. There, Batman and Robin are inside his latest invention, the Maybe machine. That's when the Joker, the Riddler, Catwoman, and the Mad Hatter show up and try to take out Batman and Robin. Batman gets the Professor to take him out of the machine, while trying to break free from the safety restraints. The Joker tells of his master plan. He shows him his joke book, which has all of his plans and ploys written inside. He then tells them how he's going to take them all back to a time before Batman was Batman. That's when Batman is able to break free and take everyone out inside the room. Batman takes one look at Robin and somehow knew backup was coming. That's when Commissioner Gordon shows up. He says the Professor warned them about what was happening, and that was the biggest bust in a long time. Batman reveals that his plan was to use the Maybe machine to go back in time before the Joker and his gang showed up, and to call and warn the police, but somehow the Professor made that call instead. Batman asks the Professor if he is okay, and he replies that he didn't want to put him in the machine again, and that he would take care of everything. On their way back to the Batcave, Robin tells of his fear that anyone using that machine could go back in time and alter the timeline. Batman reassures him that what's happened has happened, and for what the future holds, they will soon find out. Years later, Dick Grayson, filling in as Batman, and Damine Wayne, now Robin, are called to a murder scene. The commissioners found the Maybe machine, and the person dead was Professor Nichols. But something was odd about the body. He'd been shot in the heart, but he was a lot older than he should be. At the time, he would have been in his 60s. But this was a body of an 80-year-old. Dick says how he was just thinking about the Professor and how he had lost touch with him. He had hoped that maybe he could help him find Bruce Wayne, who's been missing for months. They then head to where Bruce's family was killed, which led him to becoming Batman. A gang of thugs try attacking them, but are no match. Dick then receives info that an auction was about to be held, and the Joker's joke book was an item that was going to be sold. So they bust in on the party, and they take it. Afterwards, Damien and Dick discuss on possible murder suspects. Damien taunts Dick, saying he could be a better Batman than him, because he knows who killed the professor. Dick replies, saying he would be the worst Batman ever, because there isn't a killer, and that he would bet that it was a suicide. Years later, Damine Wayne is Batman, and a madman named January is holding Gotham hostage. His terms? Well, he wants the Joker's old joke book. Otherwise, he will unleash mass psychosis on all of Gotham. Batman tracks down one of January's thugs, Roboto, and tries to get information on where January is. He finds out that he's located somewhere in Granton, and as he heads out to stop January, he takes a sample of the thug's saliva. Using his sample, he's able to create an antidote for the toxin. He contacts Commissioner Gordon and tells him that somebody hacked their new climate control scheme and seeded the clouds with laughing death. Only 10 minutes remaining until the toxin's irreversible. Gordon takes the antidote and says he's going to help give the antidote to everyone in Gotham using robocopters. Batman, now closer and closer to the madman who started all of this, starts to lose himself in his thoughts. He says he sometimes wished it didn't happen this way, and that he wished they didn't have to have a Batman. That's when he spots 3 giant mutant guards preventing him from moving forward. Batman calls for backup. Brother Eye, a satellite designed by Batman, uses it to strike down all 3 mutants from the sky above, while marking each one with a number of tracers. Now Batman is finally face to face with January. January is angry that Roboto betrayed him and gave up his position. That's when Batman tells him he betrayed himself, and that God Janus has 2 faces. One looks at the past, and the other to the future. Old Father Time and the baby New Year. January responds by saying, "We all have 2 faces." The old man, referring to the professor from earlier, studied time travel too, and had a double who died right here 15 years ago. The baby, who January kidnapped and gave the Joker toxin to, had a twin brother, like 2 bars on a dollar sign. January then demands the book, or both past and future die tonight. $2 silver for a Batman's eyes. Batman tells him that the boy isn't a twin, and that he had the wrong kid. He then goes to give him the book, asking what his plans were. That's when January shoots him with Roboto's laser eye. But Batman is just able to dodge it, using his famous grappling hook to wrap around the machine behind January, bringing it down on top of him, knocking him out. Then Batman hears someone walking toward him from a distance. "Save the child," the voice said. "You can leave the professor to me, Batman. He died a long time ago." "That door was locked," replies a confused Batman. "Only came to rescue him from all of this," the man said. "I am Carter Nichols, Batman. A younger Carter Nichols. By 15 years, it must be said." Batman replies saying Wait a minute. I can't let you kill yourself. Carter then says that the Joker took his dignity and he took away his future. I'm only taking them back. If you can't figure it out on your own, I hope this note explains everything. Oh, and I know you won't stop me because, well, someone still has to go back and make a mysterious tip-off call to the police. My younger self is way too busy destroying his pioneering work, and the old failure has a date with maybe. They both then vanish in time. Batman then starts to head out and calls Gordon to tell him, Gordon, he's safe. You can tell Warren and Mary McGinnis their baby's safe. I know you're probably wondering what was inside this Joker book. Well, Batman tested every page, and in the end, it was written in a special invisible ink, an ink only the insane could read. Flash forward again, even further into the future. Terry McGinnis is Batman, fighting off the Joker's gang. Tomorrow, Terry, said the voice. If you want to live to see it, you have to meet it. That voice wasn't Bruce Wayne, as you may think, but it was Damine Wayne. I hope you guys enjoyed this free taste of our Patreon membership. We'll have bonus episodes each month, so don't forget to join at patreon.com/originpodcast. Now it's time for me to give a shout out to a few special people that have been supporting Origin since the beginning. Project Comics. You can find them on Instagram at Project Comics, all one word. They were nice enough to leave us a great review on our podcast. We really do appreciate that. And a user named Triple6er also left us a really nice review. So thank you guys for doing that for us. Also want to give a shout out to Corey Mason. You can find him on Twitter at @thebesttomo, all one word. He was kind enough to leave us a review on his YouTube channel. So thank you, Corey. And our final shout out will be to Travis from the Green Bean Altoona, this upcoming coffee shop in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Go check him out on Instagram at Green Bean Altoona, all one word, and gbcoffeealtoona.com. Thank you everyone for all the support. As always, go find us on Twitter and Instagram at Origin_podcast and on Facebook at Origin Podcast, all one word. Thanks again for all the support. The downloads have been insane recently. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.